Welcome to the Living in Sedona channel. I'm Cami. I'm a local real estate agent here in Sedona. And if you've been thinking about purchasing land to build your dream home, to take in these beautiful, iconic red rocks, then you might want to stick around for this video because it's not always as straightforward or affordable as you might think. We're getting started right now. First things first, let's just debunk the myth that purchasing land in Arizona is cheap. That is in fact very false. In fact, some of the lots here in Sedona could be as much or more as if you were to purchase an entire home in the Verde Valley. Currently today, there are 131 listings for vacant lots in Sedona, and the prices range anywhere from $130,000 all the way up to $8 million. That's a wide range there, and a lot goes into what makes a property have a certain price tag, and that's what we're going to talk about today on this video. I want to make mention that you're going to see the relocation QR code guide on the screen throughout the video, so if you do have interest, please feel free to scan the code and you will get the relocation guide that provides information to you about Sedona and the Verde Valley area. I only call to make sure you receive it. I don't call to, bug you. You're the one that needs to call me if you want to have questions answered, which I'm happy to entertain. I do that quite frequently, and I love talking with people about Sedona because I love living here. So, the first thing that I think that affects price and affordability of a lot is actually to the topography of the lot, which makes sense, right? If you were looking at a lot that was flat, that means it probably doesn't have the best views of Sedona because it's not sloped in either one direction, but there's a lot less cost that goes into getting that lot ready for a home. So the construction costs are typically less. There's a lot less to move, as opposed to if you were looking at a lot that was maybe sloped in one direction or another. Typically, those are the lots that do provide the most desirable views, but they also come with a lot of construction costs, higher construction costs, higher engineering possibly of whether you've got to put in a septic system, and the cost of even moving trees and whatnot if it's on your lot. That all adds to the cost. So the topography of the lot that you're looking at is probably the biggest impact that's going to have on price. So keep that in mind when you're looking at different lots. The next thing that I think has a big factor is the CC&Rs. Now, CC&Rs are conditions, covenants, and restrictions on how the use of the land can be utilized. This is different from an HOA. Depending on what lot you're looking at, you could actually have both CC&Rs and an HOA, or you could just have CC&Rs. So, for example, what would be something that a CC&R would maybe tell you? Well, it would tell you how the lot could be utilized. Like, can you have farm animals there? Or are you just allowed to have domestic animals? Another example would be, are you allowed to put a manufactured home on that lot? Or are you just restricted to a stick-built home? And is that lot able to have maybe a two-story home or a single-level home? So those are some of the things that the CNRs will provide information on for you. And if you're using a real estate agent to represent you, this is something they can easily provide to you so you can review. If you are choosing to be an unrepresented buyer, which I highly do not recommend, then you can reach out to the title agency in the area that you're planning on utilizing. They can get that for you, as well as the county that your lot is located in. The next thing that I think has an impact on the property is the property in a flood zone or a high fire risk zone. As we all know, this is a hot topic across our country with natural disasters occurring, whether it's a hurricane or fires or tsunamis. But where that lot is located really makes a huge impact on whether you're going to be able to even get homeowners insurance. And so the cost of the homeowners insurance might be something that you're going to want to consider when you're purchasing a lot. There also might be some things that you need to do to your lot to actually lower the cost of your homeowner's insurance. So that's definitely something to think about. I would highly encourage you to take a look at my video where we talk a little bit about that and what Sedona is doing for homeowners to kind of help mitigate the homeowner's cost to them. And then lastly, you'll want to check to see about the access to the property. I know this kind of seems silly in some cases, but you probably would not believe me if I told you that access to a property isn't always easy. I mean, there are lots here that don't actually have a road leading to that, that property, or you might have to consider an easement on a neighboring neighboring land to actually give you access to the property that you're looking at. So not only does the physical access of the property need to be top of mind, but also what is the utility access? Are there utilities on the property? And if not, what's going to be the cost for you to bring water, sewer, a septic, electric, whatever utility that you're looking at? How much is that going to cost you? Because you need to kind of consider that when you purchase a lot, because if you want to live on it, you're probably going to need those utilities to be there. So there's a lot of things to consider as a buyer when you're looking at a vacant lot to purchase. One thing that is in your favor is that your inspection period is 30 days here in the state of Arizona when you're purchasing vacant land. And so that's a good amount of time that you need to utilize to do your due diligence to see what purchasing the lot is actually going to cost you in the long run. I do hope this information was helpful for you, especially if you've been considering purchasing land in Sedona. I hope that you'll come back next week, as we are going to be speaking with a builder that's going to walk us through the process and timeline of building a home in Sedona. Because if you've built a home in anywhere else in this country, it might surprise you how long it takes to actually build a home in Sedona. All right, make it a great day at Living in Sedona, and I'll see you next week.